She has an exceptional record in Congress, and because I've known her for more than 20 years, she's never let me down. She's so important to Eastern Washington because she's got her hands in the dirt in her orchard, because she is able to converse with the people on their terms. She knows their problems because they have also been her problems, particularly in operating the orchard, the fruit stand, meeting the public, and dealing with the public from a young girl right on up till adulthood. Well, I was fortunate to be able to have her as my legislative assistant the first 3 years in Olympia. And when the opportunity came then for her to move on up as a possible candidate for the House, I encouraged her strongly to do so, which she did. She had the insight, she had the ability to replace me, but also to carry forth with the leadership qualities that Cathy McMorris has. And she's clearly demonstrated them recently, of course, in Congress, but prior to that, as an outstanding state legislator. Cathy was tops. The Republicans in the caucus voted her as tops, as their leader, and that gave her the expertise, experiences that she needed to go on to higher things in Washington, D.C. You don't get things accomplished here in Olympia, even when it's lopsided like it is today with the numbers of Democrats and number of Republicans. But you don't really get very far unless you have the ability to work with so-called the other side. And Cathy has that ability. She can give and she can take. And by being able to take, in many instances, a lot of criticism, putting her down or trying to put her down for positions she took, but she won't back up. And Cathy stood for the principles that of the Republican Party, but more importantly than that, of her constituents. Cathy has a vast knowledge of the good book. And in so doing, of course, she puts it to practice. Beyond that, Cathy is able to share it with those who are willing to share their faith or comments about it openly. And that is an ability that is unique, and not enough of our elected officials have it, but Cathy does. They're a close-knit family, and I think the very first congressional campaign really lifted that heavily into the focus by her opponents. They had no idea that her family would give up all of their time and energy in order for her to have this opportunity. And that's not the only time that that's happened. The teamwork that she learned as a member of the family in that little family orchard taught her the basics of family life, of family responsibilities, in being able to put food on their own table and a little money in the bank. Well, they need her, and things don't look too good back there right now. And she has the ability and experience of the past to be able to help lead her delegations back there in quality type legislation. And that's what we need in this day and this age.